Welcome back. Welcome back. So, going into this would be three. This would be my third journey, my third course that I stepped into. So, I mean, are you out? Are you one that is out there like struggling, and you see all these new courses and you try to jump from course to course? Well, welcome to my bandwagon. I jumped from course to course. That was me cracking open nice fresh Coke Zero. Delicious. But I jump from course to course. And so I'm here to hopefully share my insight on some of the courses that I've gone through and hopefully stop you from doing the exact same thing that I've done. Learn from my lessons, my mistakes, and and hopefully it should be a less bumpy road for you. But the third course that has brought me here. Remember, I started with IML to begin with. It was a buddy of mine got me into it, and then from there met a person through there, Deontay Section, who started running his own Break the Cycle FX. From there, I was trying to ingest as much as possible. So, I mean, this is the third course that I bought, but I was taking insight from all over the place. So, really, these next couple of courses that I will be going over, it's sort of they're sort of intermingled because I was doing a lot of their free stuff, watching a lot of their free stuff without having paid for the course yet, and then somewhere along the lines I paid for the course. And there's a couple of them like, you know what, I'm going to pay for the course either to support what this guy is doing, because the courses weren't that expensive and I could afford it, or they were concepts and ideas that I wanted to learn in the future. And you know, take it as it may. Some of them were like, hey, you know, this is the last time I'm doing this. And so whether that was a selling pitch, a scam, whatever it was, however, you know, you got to promote yourself however you got to do it. Well, you know, I guess there should be some honesty and integrity there, but I can't hold everybody else's uh, morals up to my standard of morals. And so, you know, whatever it was, I jumped into it. And so there's a few others that are coming along the lines after this that it was like they were pretty much back to back. I either purchased them and I was doing those as well, or I had started doing some stuff and then just bought the course for other reasons. So the trading channel was one that I really learned rules, staying disciplined to rules, risk management. Um, and then really, this is where backtesting really for me took off. I did backtesting in IML. I did backtesting with BT, with Break the Cycle, but I really enjoyed backtesting. It was so much easier with the rules through here, through the trading channel with backtesting than it was through any other course that I had. Um, and so backtesting really took off for me. And so I really, really enjoyed that. What that really does is that instills the concept, the idea that it will work. The numbers will play out. If you go through the metrics, you go through the data, the numbers will play out if you have a solid strategy. How does that translate actually into the live market and you psychology, spreads, entering, time frame, all this other stuff? That's a different story. But what you can do is understand that it will work and that it's not necessarily difficult. So I said earlier that one of my boys is doing finance. He wanted to learn trading. And so I got him into trading. He started out once I had learned from my lessons. And so I took him through very, very simply, straight through baby pips. He'd started through there, gone through all the courses, graduated from baby pips. We didn't print out a certificate or anything like that for him, but he went through it, and I specifically stuck to him. I said, look, only do what I tell you to do. I didn't want him to go down the shiny syndrome, the next new thing, everything like that, get sucked into chats and forums and things of that nature, see all these different ways of trading. So the trading channel has plenty of things. My bad, that's one of my alerts. I don't know if you guys got to hear that. I'll look at that later. The trading channel, he has plenty of strategies, so many different strategies And even while sticking to Steven, who runs the trading channel, his mentality of you need to find something, stick with it, and see if the data works, back test and see if it performs well, and chances are it's going to perform well in the future. And you need to play with that. So I got him on baby pips, got him doing all this different couple different things. One was this particular trading style here, which is finding trends and then trading double bottoms, double tops on those trends. And then that was it. And so he did for the first 2 semesters of school, maybe 3. He did a lot of the baby pips, going through, learning through the things. I would check. He'd do some zone stuff. He'd do some lessons on here where he'd draw up zones, things of that nature. And I'd go back and we check, we talk about certain things. Um, and then he actually went into back testing, going onto TradingView and going through some pairs and back testing them. I gave him a trading plan. We created a trading plan for him, and so it's relatively simple. He called it his Delta strategy, and it's very much tailored to the trading channel, which the trading channel, he harps on the CEST acronym: your conditions, your entries, your stops, and your targets. And so for Nathaniel, he was going through and he was using the weekly and the daily, because you can get those for free for back testing, and we don't have to pay for anything. And he was going through double tops, double bottoms, and then this was it. And then he's been journaling everything, target of 1 to 2. And this is what I had him do. And we went through this, and he did pretty well. I'm like, okay, let's move step forward. And next step forward was actually live testing. So he went actually down live and started testing on like 3 different pairs on the 15 and the 1. Some people will argue that things don't work on 15 and the 1 minute's crazy and everything like that. I have found through my testing that you can get pretty good results using same concepts on the lower time frames if you just stick to the concept, stick to the rules. And so he back tested that, showed positivity in that, and so we actually moved forward to a live account. The way a live account works is he's actually doing the 1 hour 5 minute instead of the 15-1 or the weekly daily. He still does the 15 and the 1, trading that for an hour a day, but he also sets alerts for the 1 hour zones, waiting for the 5 minute patterns. And if something sets up, he lets me know and I place the trade for him. And he's placed his first trade and he's won so far. And so we're just continuously going through that. But when it comes from the trading channel, if you want structure, this is a good place to go. The course leads you through that, leads you through sticking to your rules, leads you through the understanding that it's going to take the numbers game has to play out. You'll learn that through the rest of these ones that I've going to be talking about as well. It is a numbers game, and so I recommend the trading channel as being one. Do you need it? No. Does it make it easier to start somewhere? Yes. As a quick run through, and it's very structured, so you're not necessarily going through each video and possibly getting distracted with something else. There's, I mean, he has a section here, new to Forex, and I'm pretty sure you could run through this. If you stay diligent with it, stay disciplined, you could probably do just fine and be successful. The thing is pulling the trigger. You have to get in there and start actually executing. You have to start working in there and playing as if you're going to do demo, you need to treat it as if it was your own money. Put $1,000 demo account on there, then take $1,000 of your real money and put it in a savings account and be like, I can't touch this. This is what it's going to be like if I have it. And if I lose it, then, I don't know, say you're going to donate it someplace. Say, I don't know, do something with it, turn it into a bond or something like that. Something that's actually going to make it feel like you have sacrificed that money, even though you might, save it. So don't put it like underneath your pillowcase or anything like that, because that's not the same. Or trade with a small account. Start with $100. Get it, go to any one of the brokers that allow you to do it. You don't even need to start with, because you're just starting out anyway, so you don't even need any leveraged account. You should be able to do just a one-to-one. You're not going to make a lot of money, but you'll see how much the psychology plays into it. What I've learned is trading's not hard. The act of trading, the strategies, finding strategies, like I said, if you got $1 for every strategy you could find out there, you'd probably make more money than you would actually trading Forex. You can make strategies out the yin yang. And so that would be one thing that, like I would warn everybody about, is the idea of chasing these strategies, because there's strategies all over the place. And there's strategies that are going to work. In the right context, they will work. And it's not the strategy that fails you, it's the context, the you learning what context it works in. And so I enjoyed this. I stepped away from this only because I struggled to find that concept. I realized that the rules that I had were very, very rigid and didn't allow any sort of flexibility. And when I tried to implement flexibility into it, I started not becoming profitable in it, and I couldn't find it, even with backtesting, to try to build up that confidence that it would still work. I couldn't find it in backtesting either with the flexibility. And so there's a lot of information in here that I still use, like the concepts around double tops, double bottoms, how I classify those, how I actually draw my zones. Pretty much is well, no, my zones are different. But there's a lot of things in here that I use that have built from a foundation for me and have made me profitable now. But it's been a combination of things. So this is a good start. It'll, especially if you can get behind it, get into the back testing, get into seeing how the data works for you, and then building up from there. But like I said, you don't necessarily need to pay for the course. A lot of everything you can pretty much find for free. There's almost nothing out there that people are holding back. It's all going to be you. I refer to trading, and I believe a lot of traders out there who are professional and been doing it for a while will probably relate or understand my analogy when I say it's a lot like being an artist. You've got to find your medium, and just because you do art one way doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make it wrong. If you do it and you're profitable, then you're profitable. Is there a better way? Possibly. But if you can make it work, then you make it work. So from here, at this point in time, I started reaching out a bunch of other stuff. Started reaching out into Mission FX, started reaching out into ITC concepts, Rocks FX. 1 Minute Master was another one that was in there. There's going to be a lot of things that are together, intertangled in there. As I went from one concept to another, trying to really break down the concepts and understand and trust in what I was doing. So one of the next courses that I took, I had been following for some time, because I enjoyed listening to him and him as a person. He's great, fun to watch, easygoing, laid back, and I think I would be the black version of him. And so Nick Sean, he runs Mission FX. And so next time I will go over all the stuff that I have learned and continue to learn from Mission FX. Until then, I hope that if this is your journey, you continue on to the green or blue, whatever color you have it set up on your account. But I really hope you have a blessed time, and I look forward to talking to you later. Don't forget to subscribe as you follow me along on my journey.